Hi guys, namaste. Happy Tuesday. It's always raining on a Tuesday for some reason. Every time I teach my morning classes on Tuesday, I always have us doing sun breaths to worship the sun because I feel like every Tuesday it's just cloudy and overcast. So let's put some good energy out there to have some beautiful weather ahead of us. So I just wanted to take some time to also talk about what's happening this week. I feel as though everybody is asking me a lot about the tarot workshop. So I wanted to give you all some information, and I'm feeling like the videos are the best way to go to reach everybody. So I first want to just talk about my classes tonight. I'm teaching at Moonflower at 5 p.m. There's one spot left. That's an intermediate class. That's Studios in Belmore. And then I also am doing Flow and Meditate at Afterglow at 7:30, which I'm super excited about. I've missed my students so much. I have not taught in the last 2 weeks on Mondays or Tuesdays because of the way in which the holidays fell. So I'm excited to get back. Tonight's theme is going to be all about grounding because I feel like over the last few weeks or months, even with the way in which the holidays have kind of directed the energy with a lot of chaos and uh, a lot of just aggression and rapid firing and not a lot of stillness and peacefulness. So I am dedicating my classes this week to being grounded and getting back to feeling secure and really stable within yourself, so that regardless of what's going on outside, we can kind of regroup and recollect and get to a place that just really feels stable and secure. So tonight's class is again all about grounding, flow, and meditate. We have a nice 15-minute meditation at the end that's going to be geared directly towards that. My workshops this weekend, so far I just have one, and it's tarot. So a lot of people are excited for the tarot card workshop and kind of interested to know what it is about. So this one is going to be a 3-part series. It's being held at Moonflower in Belmore. And you don't have to take all 3. You can just come to one. It is suggested that if you are going to come to one, come to the first one, because that is the workshop where I'm going to discuss the history of tarot. I'm going to give you guys a good foundational idea of how tarot cards work. We're going to be using the Rider-Waite traditional tarot deck, 72 cards. So I'm going to give you the basics of that tarot deck specifically, because once you have the foundation of that tarot deck, you can really apply it to any tarot deck. They all realistically come from that as a guide. So I figured what better way than to start with the OG tarot deck. This way you can kind of extend that knowledge out and use it for, whichever deck you prefer in the future. So I'm going to teach you guys how to organize your space, how to set up your environment for a card reading so that it's comfortable, the energy is clear, you're able to really channel and tune in to the person that you are reading. I'm also going to teach you how to clear the energy before and after you do your reading so that you're clearing off the deck and really not bringing any other energy from another reading into your next reading, because that's pretty important as well. How to care for your cards. You're required to bring the Rider-Waite deck to this workshop as well as a reading cloth. So this way you have something that you can create your space with, and I'll teach you how to do that. So what you're really going to take away from this session specifically is a level of comfort with the cards. You're going to really get a good idea and feel for each and every one of them. We're going to spend some time looking at each card individually. Every person reads differently, so I'm going to give you a good basic guideline as to how to do so, but realistically, how you do your card readings comes from you. And the way in which that happens is by really tapping in and getting comfortable with connecting and believing in your intuition. Because oftentimes when you're doing card readings, you might hold back from saying something because you're unsure if the person's going to understand it, and you don't know where that information's coming from, because you're tapping into your own intuition, your own spirit guides. And so I'm going to help you build the confidence to really trust in your own intuition, so that you're able to deliver whatever message is needed to be given, either for yourself or for someone else. So it's not necessary to read other people. What I'm teaching you is how to really be influenced by the messages and the images that you're receiving from the universe. And so if you choose to just keep that information for your own personal readings, that's great. If you want to extend it out to your friends, family members, and beyond, and even have it be something that could, create some abundance for you, that's great too. I found in my past that the readings that I give to people oftentimes are very therapeutic. They give healing validation for things that maybe they're unsure about during that time, which is why they wind up coming to me to begin with. And honestly, to be able to extend that out to a person is so beautiful. And if you guys are watching this video and you have had a card reading by me and you do want to share your experience, please feel free to comment below on that. I would love for you to extend your experience to another person, because oftentimes I feel like there's a negative stigma placed on tarot cards, and what the energy is, where the energy is coming from. And I really want to clear that up. I've had experiences with people that are very connected to their religious beliefs, and therefore feel like tarot is not something that's for them, and that's okay. But if I can help a person understand energy, angels, spirit guides, and everything that's already around us to begin with, and how to connect and tap into that, I think it's a beautiful thing. So if that's something that you're interested in, learning about, then I encourage you to book the workshop at Moonflower this Friday. That information will be provided in the link below so that you can register. Again, this is a 3-part series that I'm doing to really give you some time and space to go home and practice the stuff that we learn, and come back to me with questions and really get some experience, so that when we meet again a month later, you will have some knowledge and perhaps some things that have happened that you want to ask about through your experience that I can help guide you with. And if that's not something that you have time for or fits in your schedule or your budget, I'm also doing a 1-night really fun event at Afterglow. That information, those dates, and where to register will also be in the link below on my website, holistichearmonytribe.com. You can find all of that information there. So, there's something for everybody. The 3-part series is for the people that are really looking to get a full in-depth, workshop to really learn how to read tarot and understand it thoroughly. And the 1-night event is for those of us that are just looking to have some fun, really understand tarot a little bit better, and, take it from there, build a baseline on, if it's something that you want to work with or not. So the 3-part series, you're also going to be getting spreads in between to practice with. So I'm going to give you all of the tools that I have, as I always try to make this your own, and, hopefully extend out this information and healing to others, like we like to do as light workers. So I'm looking forward to seeing everybody there. And until we meet again, namaste.